Sure.
Could we start with say and spell your first and last name, your position?
Kevin Bowles.
Look at me.
Look at you. Okay. Kevin Bowles, Kevinboles, and I'm an independent SQL Server relational engine consultant.
What is a relational engine consultant?
Well, the SQL Server ecosystem has a lot of different moving parts. The relational engine is the mechanism that stores the data and is used to process and retrieve the data. And then there's a lot of other subsystems that are built around business intelligence, such as reporting services, analysis services, and SSIS, which is integration services. So,
Anything in the glare of his glasses?
Nope.
Okay. And so,
how about the glare from my forehead?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
it's tiny. It won't be that noticeable.
and so, say what I do, where I
Yeah.
come in.
Well, I work with the relational engine part, which is the storage, which most applications in some way or another store data in SQL Server, and then they do processing there, whether it's to insert a new sale of an item on a website or to report on how many sales happened for a given customer for last week or last month. So I help developers build high-performance, scalable applications that use SQL Server as their storage processing engine.
And what did you talk about today?
My topic was an add-in topic for a speaker that couldn't make it today. Okay.
So,
That was.
I talked today.
I talked today on common T-SQL mistakes. As an independent consultant, I've been working with SQL Server for 15 years. And over that time, I've seen an extraordinary number of things that were done by developers with SQL Server that were led to wrong data, bad data, failures, errors, slow performance, a lot of things you can do that are slow performance. I help the developers fix, tune, build better applications that use SQL Server as their processing engine.
And what are some of the storage issues that come up?
There's a lot of things that developers can do wrong that I talked today about using improper data types. So you'll store a data type as a particular type of data in SQL Server, and then they'll try to access it with a variable, say, that is declared of a different type. And that has a number of performance implications. They will use things known as user-defined functions, which are great from a developer perspective because they lead to code reuse and code encapsulation, but they're really, really bad from a SQL Server perspective from performance, scalability, locking and blocking, a lot of other ways. So those were two of the things that I talked about today. There's many other things that you can do, such as improper joins, that using bad paradigms for development, such as OR clauses with is-nulls and things like that, that really cause a lot of problems with performance and concurrency and scalability.
And we want to end it on a positive note. What's the solution?
Most of the problems that I come across have a different mechanism that you can approach, like use the right data type. You know what the column of the variable or the table is, declare that in your stored procedure or your ADO.NET access and use the right data type. Or a simple one, don't wrap a column or a function around a column in your where clause. That's a very simple thing. Refactor it to make what's known as a search argument, which can open up all kinds of headroom from a performance perspective, lead to better query plans, things like that. So other things you just have to simply not do them, and that's the solution is to simply avoid them. So you either have workarounds, different design patterns or query patterns, or you simply don't do something because it's just really bad in SQL Server.